For seed number 1, it is relatively close to spawn. You have a village that is kind of like a trail, honestly. It goes all the way here and intermingles with the river and the forest, which is pretty cool. The village itself is not that large. It's relatively straightforward. You got another ruins portal over there, and you got a shipwreck not too far from the village right here, as you can see. And that is pretty much it for this seed. I mean, you do got a large spruce forest, but you do have this nice open water area, and you got a savanna plateau and desert over there, and glaciers, and I think that might be a swamp over there in that direction. So let's get on to seed number 2. For this seed, you're gonna have to go quite a bit of distance away from spawn, but I honestly think it's worth it. You're thinking this is just a typical snow biome, right? You got a village over there, and you got a nice amount of water over there, but if you look closely, this is actually one massive snow island with another village there, another village there, and I believe that's a pillage tower. So you have 3 villages and a pillage tower on this massive snow island. I mean, this is almost a winter wonderland. If you didn't have that little part right there, this would be completely a snow island. But since that's there, I mean, you have all this being snow and ice and tundra, and that little bit of green land right over there. I mean, you do have some land over there, more forest over there, more forest over there. You got some stuff off in the distance there, and a little island right over there. And that is pretty much it. The main feature / focus is this massive island. I mean, this is probably, what, 1,000 blocks at least from that there to the end of this island. So that is pretty cool. Let's get on to seed number 3 now. For the next seed, if you come to the coordinates on screen, you will have a nice coastal village. It's a pretty decent sized one as well. You have some glaciers over there, plains biome right there, a lake right here. The village kind of extends over the lake, which is kind of cool. You got extreme hills over there. You got a extreme hills over there with a little lava fall. But if you come over into this direction, just follow along the coast, right around there. So if you look at these islands right here, they're right next to that, and come onto this side, you will have an ocean monument, as you can clearly see. And the size of the body of water is actually pretty large. And that is pretty much it for this seed. So let's go on to the next seed. If you come to the coordinates on screen, you will come across a mansion with a large desert nearby. You also got a decent size savanna plateau / biome right over there. You got a village right there. You got a relatively flat surface for building in the desert right there. Got a lava pool. I thought there was a second lava pool. Like I said, desert village, extreme hills, plains biome right over here, and you also got a river right over here with a decent sized lake right over there. So you do have nearby water sources and more desert over there, which I actually think that might be, yep, that's another village off to the upper right part of the screen. The savanna plateaus over there actually look kind of interesting for building, as you can see. Let's zoom it in. There you go. It actually seems to be pretty high. In fact, I think it's taller than the mansion. I mean, that's kind of funny, which I hope gets fixed in the cave update part 2, is those mountains are just as tall, if not smaller, than, actually no, these ones seem to be slightly above the height of this mansion. Think about that. A structure being just as big as a mountain, basically. So hopefully that'll change in the future. But anyways, let's let's get on to the last seed of the video. For the final seed of the video, if you go to the coordinates on screen or just look in the comment section or description box, you will come across a large forest island. You got the extreme hills right there as well, or mountains, which could be very good for building. Got a bunch of tiny islands right over there, and the water just keeps on going that way. Got more land over there, extreme hills, glaciers, and then you got a large forest over there, and the water also continues to go. But the main feature right here is this island. I mean, if you look over here, you got a decent amount of flat area right there to work with, right there. And if you go over to this side of the island, I mean, there's actually multiple islands here, but you could also consider this to be just one massive island as well. Got this little area right here to work with. Decent amount of sand. It's a good beach area. You got the water here. And on this side of the island, just more rivers, which is kind of, I don't know, I really like this, except for this area right here. I mean, this could have been a little bit wider in my opinion. It would be a little bit nicer, but still pretty cool. You can just change the landscape there if you really want to change it up a bit. But overall, really good seed. And that is pretty much it for this video. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button because I will be doing more. And that is pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.